Santa Clara women's soccer moving on in the NCAA tournament. The Broncos with a 4-1 win over Ohio State in the second round. Welcome into another edition of Bronco Chat. David Gentile here with Santa Clara senior forward Kelsey Turnbow. Kelsey, thanks for taking the time to join me. It was all systems go for your offense in that win over the Buckeyes. What did you see out of your group in that win?
Yeah, I was really impressed and happy with the way our team played collectively. After not playing for about 4 weeks, it was great to see our chemistry was still there and we were knocking the ball around and playing our style of soccer. And for multiple people to step up and score goals and to assist and just provide for our team was awesome.
Not having played in the last 4 weeks because of a couple of COVID cancellations down the home stretch, what did you and the team have to do to stay sharp going into the tournament?
Yeah, since we had a few cancellations of games, we wanted to implement typical weeks before the tournament started. And so every week we would play an squad scrimmage, and we wanted to stay motivated and really be prepared for the high emotions and just everything that the NCAA tournament brought. So that's what we did to prepare. And I think it's done us well so far.
Well, you wouldn't know it by watching the match. Your offense was clicking the entire way through, and you got the second goal that went on to be the match-winning goal. Walk me through that goal from your perspective.
Yeah, we always aim to jump on teams when the goalkeeper has the ball, and so that was just another great opportunity for us. The goalkeeper tried to roll the ball to their defensive mid, and our attacking mid, Sally Mincy, did a great job of reading that pass, jumped on it, took a couple of dribbles, and then luckily I was there to help her out. She slotted me the ball, and I ended up finishing it far post with my right foot.
Sally has had an outstanding season as a freshman, leading your group in assists. Great vision to be able to set up her teammates for goals. What have you enjoyed about playing alongside her this year?
Yeah, like you said, Sally has great vision on the field, and so to have someone with that aspect and characteristic just helps so much in our attack. She is a leader out there and is so calm on the ball, and it brings a great presence to our attack just because it's always so high speed and everything, and she makes her passing and dribbling look so easy in what she does.
Well, Kelsey, this is a veteran group. It's a very talented group. It's a battle-tested group. Your team has been through a lot of adversity and handled it all well this year and continued to play really good soccer. How does that give you confidence that you can make a deep run in this tournament and finish out the season with something really special?
Yeah, I have great confidence in my team. Seeing the way that we have handled being in this COVID bubble, especially being in Santa Clara County, just it adds a lot more difficulties than being in other parts of the country. And so for us to handle adversity so well and to keep performing and growing through this process is truly promising and inspiring to me. And I think that it gives us a leg up in the tournament as we progress forward.
Well, we talked earlier this year about areas of growth since you got to Santa Clara, and leadership was a big one for you. How do you draw on your experience of 3 tournaments in the last 3 years as you lead this team during the postseason?
Yeah, our leadership group is comprised of 4 seniors, and so we have a lot of experience in the NCAA tournament dealing with the high emotions and the nerves and everything that it brings. And so I think that really serves us well as a team to have players and that kind of know what to expect. We're able to lead the rest of the group in a very calm way because we've dealt with it all before. We've dealt with the tears and all the happiness and sadness and craziness that goes along with it.
Well, it's an extended road trip for you and the team out in Carolina. You started out in Greenville, you move on to Cary. The whole tournament is in a bubble back east. And it's really the first time that you've gotten an extended road trip with this group because of how short the season has been. So working within the limitations of what you're allowed to do, not allowed to do because of COVID, how have you and the team been enjoying the extra time together, and what have you been able to do?
Yeah, it's been a great time for us to continue to build our chemistry off the field. We're with each other in a hotel, and so that brings a bunch of fun, as you can probably imagine. We're in the midst of midterms right now, and so a lot of us have been working on schoolwork and getting the job done in the classroom. But besides that, we've been trying to watch a lot of NCAA games just because there's so much excitement that goes along with that. We're also watching the PSG versus Man City game today. So lots of soccer, even though we're not on the field all the time, and we're getting creative as best as we can to stay having fun during this time.
Yeah, cool to hear that you're able to watch the tournament that you're also a part of. What stood out to you from the games that you've been able to catch so far?
Something that stood out to us most is that anyone can win these games. There have been absolutely crazy upsets and teams performing extremely well all across the board, whether they were the conference champions or not. A lot of these games are very competitive. And so that was very eye-opening to us as well. And anyone can win this tournament. We've noticed that as well. Any team can play well on any given day.
Well, your next matchup is against six-seeded Arkansas. For context for everyone watching, it's Tuesday afternoon in the East. It's the morning out here in the West. So based on the scout and what you've done in preparation to this point, a little more than 24 hours to go until the match, what have you been able to see about this Razorback team?
Yeah, they're a very talented team, and they're very athletic and fast and play a very different style of soccer than what we're used to in the West Coast Conference and on the West Coast in general. And so it's going to be a very good matchup and provide us a great challenge in the Sweet 16, which we are very excited about.
Should be a fun one to catch for sure. All right, Kelsey, let's end it on this. 3 goals, 2 assists now for you in your NCAA tournament career. Take me back to your freshman year and tell me, what do you remember about that first round winner against Cal in your first tournament match?
Yeah, Cal's a great team, and I just remember that game being very competitive and lots of high emotions. And so that goal in particular, Halai Argandawal had the ball and was dribbling towards their goal and then found me out wide, and I ended up finishing right foot far post, and it was just very exciting altogether. When you work in the tournament with as a team together, those goals are very rewarding, and they're team goals. Although I scored the goal, it was a team effort, and I remember we played so well in that game, and it was very deserving for our team to get that win altogether.
Yeah, right foot far post sounds a lot like the one you put away against the Buckeyes in round 2. Santa Clara's Kelsey Turnbow, Broncos and the Razorbacks in round 3 of the NCAA tournament, Wednesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Kelsey, always great to talk to you. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much, David.